wanted to take a moment and show the failure mechanisms of an auto-blocking device. So here I've got a black diamond ATC guide, and my purple rope that I'm clove hitched into is a 9mm climbing rope, but here's a 7mm cord. Now this isn't a climbing rope, but you can get twin ropes that are down in that 7mm category, and so hence this may become an issue. And here, with a really skinny rope, what you can see is that that climber strand going to my climber is so skinny that it can actually bypass the brake strand. And so it's locking up right now, but with enough force, and there I just kind of popped it up to help show this, you can see it'll start to pass it, and it's not going to lock up the way you want it to lock up. And so hence why we don't consider it to be hands-free. Sometimes it depends on the device you have, how big the slot is, and some companies will even make devices that have skinnier slots that are designed for those skinnier ropes, like those twin ropes. Another failure mechanism is if you've got two different climbers on your rope, and that's one of the great advantages to an auto-blocking device like the ATC guide, is that on multi-pitch you can belay two climbers at a time. Thank you. There you go. So here, I'm going to add a second rope here. So I've got two different climbers here. One climber on the green, one climber on the purple. I can belay both climbers up at the same time. If they're not moving simultaneously, I can slide one rope versus the other. Now, the failure mechanism here is if Sela weights one rope but the other rope isn't weighted, this rope might have a hard time locking up. And the real failure, the concern for a failure, is when the ropes get split. So Sela, if you like, we call these split ropes. Now, you can go ahead and unweight that Sela for a moment. But our concern here is when we've got two climbers, and in rock climbing this doesn't happen a whole lot unless maybe we're on a big slab, but we have two climbers. Go ahead and just let go of that one. I've got one climber way out to the left there, look as I look down, and one climber out to the right. If one climber falls, this is really going to prevent this climber on the green from locking up. We do this a lot in ice climbing, where if we're bringing two climbers up, we might want them to climb at the same time so they're both, we're all just moving together faster as a team. But if those ropes are split, we need to do something to bring them in together. In ice climbing, what that means is we'll put like an ice screw down here, so if they're split, they come back together before they come into the device. We could do the same thing in rock climbing if we were doing this, but it is more just less common in rock climbing that we do split the ropes in that way anyway, because most commonly we're climbing like a crack system, so it's going to be straight up and down. But those are a couple of the failure mechanisms of that plaquette style device, those auto blocking devices that you want to keep in mind when you're using them.